Welcome back to the WSXM channel. Don't know, my name is Stefan. Thanks for watching. Thanks for returning. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. So, dive into it. So, Senegal and Chad, well, well, decided to kick the French military out, but not cut ties with them, which is a detriment. I think they should. This is the worst. This is not a good decision. They should go all out. They cannot do it. Make half decisions thinking they're gonna better the country. No, it won't. Anyway, listen to what President Diame said in an interview, and then we're gonna discuss it. Take a listen. Boom.
As French people, could you imagine seeing us in your country with tanks or military vehicles, with Senegalese soldiers in Senegalese uniforms? That's what history has been like. France has enslaved, colonized, and remained. Today I received a letter from President Macron in which he acknowledges that it was indeed a massacre. This step of acknowledging the massacre should open the door to perfect collaboration in revealing the whole truth.
So he's basically saying that he's drawing a narrative. He's giving an example. What if the French is doing to Senegal did to France by bringing their army, their tanks, and all that, which will never happen because no colonial power will not accept any African nation military in a country, whether for training or not. They know what they say? Whenever time they're training the military if of any of these African countries, they always go to Africa. The African army can never go to their countries. Never. It's always one way. And I don't like what Diame is saying here that um because he got a letter from President Macron stating he's gonna admit to the massacre that happened to his soldiers when they take part in the French army revolutionary in the French Revolution army when they was fighting. Listen to this. They were treating this is documented. This is not something I'm saying. This is documented proof. These soldiers were Senegalese and they go by the thousands to France in the army to help them fight. What did they did to these Senegalese soldiers? They treat them horribly. They didn't feed them properly. They wasn't get good boots and they can get a good place to sleep and they get poor weapons. So the Senegalese soldiers started to not rebel is not the word, start to um complain that they are not being treated right. And what did the French army did? They opened fire on every single one of these Senegalese soldiers. And what happened to them? They take the one thing that they refuse to give, their lives, or they unalive them. That was a massacre. It was swept under the rug. No one didn't even. How many people knew of this situation where they opened fire on Senegalese soldiers in their own army, helping them to fight? Can you imagine that? I come to help you, but you're treating me as an animal. And then, because I refuse to accept your treatment, you literally do the ultimate thing and take what's not yours. Anyway, so I don't like that. I'm tired of we asking about we need apologies and you have to own up to what they did. No. We know they did it. I don't need no apology. I don't need no own up. You're gonna cost you. That's what I'm interested in. What is it gonna cost you to do for what I did in back in the days? Anyway, so let's take a listen to what Chad did now. France Foreign Affairs just wrapped up a visit in Chad, and during this press conference, they was talking, but this is what the the Chad president said in a statement. Let's take a listen. Let me put it up there. The government of the Republic of Chad informs national and international opinion of its decision to terminate the defense cooperation agreement signed with French Republic revised on September 5th, 2019, aimed to strengthen cooperation in defense matters, security and defense between the two nations. So what they're saying is that agreement they signed, that decree they signed in 2019, is now null and void. We do not want your help. We need you to take your army and go because we can manage it ourselves. And there was also this other thing that was sent out piece. Take a look at it. It was saying basically the press briefing, the president, Muhammad, Idris, Debi, and Borat. I can't pronounce her last name there. Sorry for that. And he said, call France an essential partner, but added, it must now also consider that Chad has grown up matured and it is a sovereign state that is very jealous of its sovereignty. So what he's saying here is, listen to me, we no longer need the help. We can do this ourselves because one of the main reasons why France was in this part of Africa. Can you see there? You have Senegal, Ivory Coast, Cameroon, Chad. Why? Because these countries it was former colonies, and their whole purpose of being there was, according to them, was to help them to defend their country against terror attacks. But yet these attacks increase. Their the tolls quadrupled. So what does that tell you? Their presence there is actually more hurting them without actually helping these countries. So I think in Senegal alone they have like 3 bases. So let's see what's gonna happen. But I'm happy Chad did take a stand and say, leave my country with your army. Senegal President Diame did not. He basically gives some soft rejection. Not, I think he don't want to get in trouble with his master, because what he promised to do when he was before he was president, and when he was locked up and he was being a revolutionary and a Pan Africanist, he do he have not done anything that's worth talking about. But all he did was audit everything. He audited he audited everything. That's what the first step he did. But he haven't done anything since. Just like um I'm not gonna say just like we said we'll give him some time to see what he does, but it's been a couple months now and he have not done anything to garner this. Cause he garnered massive support before he become president. Now you're president, we're not hearing from you. That fire that you had before we become president, it's dissipate. But yet his foreign minister, Sonoko, he's the one who's actually beating the drum of cutting ties with the French, literally cutting all ties, sever all ties, mineral wise, resources wise, militarily, everything. But he's dragging his foot on this. But that's why I like the fact that Chad take a definitive action, but still they said they will still have basically they still be allies. I don't like that because the Sahel nation is where I expected President Diame of Senegal to go, but he actually go in ECOWAS. And then ECOWAS sent him to try to convince Burkina Faso and Mali and Niger to rejoin ECOWAS, and he did go on this mission for the ECOWAS group, which means he don't know what he's doing because you know what the ECOWAS is. You fight against it before you become president. When you're president, you are neck deep in it. Some of the people, when they talk, action speaks louder than words. That's the reason why I love Abraham Chori so much, because he does not say he's gonna do something. He do it, then he speaks about it, and it's always something that's beneficial for his people and against the colonizers and the superpowers of the world. This is what this is why he's so loved, and there was no election because the people decided we don't want an election. He's the president. Point final. Hence the reason why he's so loved. All 3 of them, President Tinini and I forget the other one from Niger. I forget his name. But anyway, you know what I'm talking about. So did they actually kick the French out? Technically, yes. But they are still allies. They are still partners. So this whole narrative that they say, oh, the Chad and Senegal kick out the French, oh, slow your roll there. Cause I see a lot of channels saying, yes, they kick them out. No, no, no. I'm not happy for that. I will be happy. I will be happy when they cut ties with them military, not militarily, but economically, mineral wise and resources wise. When they do what the AES, the Sahel nations have done, literally cut them off and when they start to pay fair rate for the resources, which means for the gold, for the copper, iron ore, for the we call it the thing we use for produce nuclear electric what's the name again? Anyway, when you come back to me, you're gonna come back to me now, man. I'm drawing a blank right now. But anyway, resources in general, we need to cut them off and make they start to pay fair market value, not take what you did and make millions and billions of not million, billions of dollars off these countries annually. And they're also taking 85% of every one of these countries um economy, economy. GDP has to go into the French bank. Did you know that? 85% of their operational costs have to be in the French bank system. Blows my mind, and you want to have big partners with these people. Anyway, let me know what you think about this in the comment section. As always, tell a friend, like, comment, and subscribe. Boom.